Hello there, Crusader here. Welcome to part 2 of my guide on how to carry yourself out of low elo using Vanguard. If you haven't, check out part 1, link in the video description, and let's get right to it. What's the idea behind part 2? To deepen your understanding of your role as a Vanguard. Special cases, solo Vanguard, which will happen in lower elo quite a lot. So your role here is to create and hold space, develop some awareness for the map around you and the positioning of yours and the enemy team. Easier said than done. As you see, we lost first point Shinshibuya, but I don't really stress about it, you shouldn't neither. Play to the strengths of your tank. My tank of choice for this map is Venom. Venom loves this part of the map because he can threaten the whole area due to his mobility around the big building. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do here, because my role is to own space. And that's what I'm teaching their solo tank Thor here. He cannot cross here for free. He needs to duel me in order to get to my backline. That's all I gotta do here is keep him busy. As long as we fight the standoff, he can't go ham. And as soon as we see an opening, which means he misusing his cooldowns or my team getting a pick, we threaten the full dive and clean up. We switch strategies and go straight for his backline, ignore the Thor completely, which will leave him chasing me in order to protect his backline, which means the teamfight is chaos for the enemy team. And we can just clean them up, leave him after you kill all his friends, you take him, you clean out the rest and you reset. You hold the same area you just played and you just try to do the same game plan. Hold vision, get information and look out for stragglers. It's low elo, punch low elo. If they go up front and check and just feed solo, take them out, stagger the team even more. It's just a simple matter of controlling your space and keeping an eye out for anyone that moves inside your space. Enemy team engages one by one. They are in a numbers disadvantage from the beginning of the fight, so it's an easy cleanup. Walk back for your backline, try to peel, Psylocke ulti, got our Mr. Fantastic, but that is no problem. As long as I'm standing between their front line and my backline, nobody fell for my bait, so I cannot knock him out. We just repeat the process. You hold the line, you play for your team, you don't over push anything, you just hold. Face the enemy team, face the enemy tank, and as soon as you see any mistake, punish it. Stay focused on your mission. Your mission is making them retreat from the fight. And that works by picking them one by one. As you can see, I'm ignoring the Thor the second I see a chance to go for backline, and he's just mad running behind me. The goal here is payload control, and that's all you need to keep in mind. Be aware where your team stands and what areas you need to control in order to take time from the enemy team and win these maps possibly for free. As you saw, they got a real strong push and we just hold them there. They didn't get any further, no more checkpoints, and now it's our time to attack. So as solo Venom, my order here is to open up the chokes. Swing forward, dive the backline, isolate their tank and give my team space to push up and help me out if I need my cooldowns. This worked perfectly, we got to Steven. Steven gets harassed by Rocket, which I don't really mind. At this point it's time for a big engage. I can pressure the backline quite hard, and so I will. I do die in the end, but I did eat a lot of damage. My team managed to trade a kill and pushed on point. And at this time, if you do die doing your pushes and you do walk back towards the objective, keep an eye out for your teammates. You see this Mr. Fantastic diving my backline. There's no need to let him do that. Clean him up. Get your backline free so you get a natural grouping effect and the people just push with you to the objective. The more the merrier. We win the fight, we take the point, and their first push suddenly doesn't look so good. Because we did the same, we got the point as efficient, we cleaned them out, and we took space. Here you have a small window of time. You can push forward and get vision, or you hold the objective in case there comes a portal or anything. I see Steven on the right side. Perfect. I go and fight him, keep him busy. He has one healer behind him. My team picks up his squishies to the left, which he just ignores. Now I out-rotate him. Team already picked most of his team, so we can just take space for free. yeah, lucky me, I guess. Steven didn't know where he had to stand, and so I could just punish him by rotating faster, which you can do with any tank. Venom just is a little bit faster than yours. Yeah, check what the situation is. In contrast to defense, on offense you don't just want to stall their push. You want to get their defensive ults out, if possible. So as soon as you get your ulti as Venom, you go in hard just to bait anything. Because you saw Steven at the beginning of his streak with one of his supports. As you see, ultis popped, I disengaged, and we got the first corner for free. There was never a choke fight around this corner as I did before with Venom. We just come back and the payload is where we want it to be. Nothing else. You had timing, you had space, try to go for the flank or the stagger. You see we bait more support ults from them, or Loki copied me, went in with Venom. And that's perfect. He did it well, so we get many of their ults for free. Which means that one of the next pushes, when I start pushing, I can try again, and I can look if I get another support ult, which was ready. Fair enough. But that's no shame. That's no problem. I'm still tanky as fuck. I disengage, get back to my team, and then we go for a next push. Because my ult for support ult is worth. We got damage dealers which might nuke them completely. And that's what we're playing for. Punisher's going for a neat flank on the left side. You will see him in a second. And this is what I'm timing my engagement. I see him being ready, and so I go straight in, head first, give them something to shoot, disengage for a second, and let the Punisher do the rest. Let's jump right into a solo Venom defense on another map to show you a little bit of awareness around the positioning of your team and the line of sights they can hold. In the room beneath me you see slightly a Darkchild trap, and the long corner is being held by Hela. Which means if I find a side engage here on any squishy targets, Hela will be able to pick them off. That's exactly what happens, as you can see. I jump in, I get them all low, and as soon as she hits them, they die. Darkchild sees this, springs her trap, comes with us outside. +1 for Hela for rotating with us in, so we can clean this fight up nice and easy. And the first push is done. Remember, your objective is to cost them time and to annoy them. That's exactly what we're doing here. If you do get them, never forget, in low elo there might be people running in solo. Punish it. They're feeding. Take them out, stagger them some more, but never forget what your objective is. Your objective is to hold the point. In which case, pushing them back to these stairs is more than good enough. So I keep aware of what's happening around me. And I see that the Moon Knight in the kill feed just killed 2 of my teammates. No need to hold my choke back there. Just rotate, clean him up so that he doesn't get the flank, and now it's time to buy some time. Low elo gameplay, abuse it. Look at the time it takes them to turn around on me. I got all my buttons up, just generated my ultimate, and then tanky for days now. So we can stagger this fight, we can tank them in here, and possibly clean them all up. The team rotates in, our respawns come in from the Moon Knight double kill. Moon Knight himself, I'm not really worried. The only thing he can do is shout the moon, but he didn't, so we're fine. Yeah, look for some more stragglers. Maybe you can stagger some more. If not, get information. I found Moon Knight. I almost killed him. But more importantly, I hear Steven shouting his portal thingy. And so I immediately run back and try to get my team this information. I see it in the corner of my eye up there and start pinging it wildly so they understand what's happening. And then it's the Vanguard role, you know. Get in front, keep their tank busy, he may not just run rampant on your team. If you miss your jumps, no problem, think outside the box, destroy the high ground, force him down to you. Darkchild flanked his backline, because he didn't peel for his squishies, and so we are able to clean them all up. His eyes were on me, his healer was busy healing him, or I will kill Steven, and we win it for free. Clean out your flanks. As solo tank, you cannot leave any of these little ones here standing. If you can get them all, get them all. They are staggered, that's perfect. Next fight the enemies take will be outnumbered again, and you just cost them a lot of time again by punishing this low elo positioning mistake of them not retreating proper. Don't take every engage, as you saw. I don't need to jump in there. It's only about getting the informations and protecting my team. We don't need to kill the enemies, we just need to keep them busy. That's exactly what I'm doing. I see a juicy engage. I go right back in, got a good shield. Made it kinda close, but re-engaged, because I see that my healer still has me and has his heal orb put down, but she gets flanked by Silo. No need to worry or panic. Second healer is on point, regroup with him, keep him alive, and play it from there. The backline was able to get some picks during that fight, and so with the second healer protected, I can easily clean up these flanks as tank, and that's exactly what you should do. You should punish the low elo failures of not retreating in time by staggering them some more. These fundamentals about Vanguard gameplay, creating and owning space can be applied to any map. It's not just around payload maps, it's also on contest maps. There are chokes, of course, and here the awareness is key again. You gotta play around your team, around their line of sights, and you gotta be sure as a solo Vanguard that you establish dominance on the point, so that your team gets some breathing room and can contest properly. And as you can see, another very good plan for the beginning of a round with a poor execution. I looked for a deep dive, didn't find anyone to squish, and so my team gets forced off the point. I misplayed the room dominance idea, and I'm just forced to press my defensive cooldowns really quick here because I get bursted down like crazy and gotta retreat for now. Give them the point, that is totally fine. It's okay to make this mistake as long as you don't start feeding and regroup with your team. Play it smart, play it slow, and play it front to back. Get back the control you need, keep an open eye for your teammates for possible picks and or flanks that give you some breathing room at this choke point. As you can see, Moon Knight got a pick, Iron Fist is giving us the breathing room, and so we just walk in straight behind him, take the point, take the room, and establish the dominance you wanted to establish the first way around. This Venom you don't need to chase. Keep in mind that he wasted his CDs and just engaged with half of his shield left, so he will be jumping back, as you see, trolling. He can't kill anyone, is in danger of dying, and you just keep on holding that choke. Own the space, don't let them walk for free. Always keep in mind that you gotta protect your backline, as I'm doing here. Don't let anyone just pass free. And if you see a second tank, as the enemy team picked here, don't panic. You gotta play it a little bit further back. You can't stay in their face at the choke. You gotta give them some room and bait them into the area of effect of your team, so that you get the assistance you need, or else you will get out-tanked. And if you do die at one push of the enemies, or because that fish gobbles you, no worries. Get back to the point ASAP, get back to the choke point if your team cleared the contest point out, and establish dominance all over again. They can't walk for free on the map, they can't just spread out. Try to keep them clumped at the door, try to keep them in front of you so that your team has an easy job of just following up your being the front line. As you see, the plan worked perfectly, my team stays behind me, one of our guys flanked in and died, it is what it is, but the rest of us cleaned them out. They just use me as a door or as a wall in front of them and push behind me. And that's how easy you can win these maps, playing solo Vanguard by adjusting the idea of holding and controlling space and how you work around what your team can see, what the awareness for positioning does, how the awareness for positioning affect your gameplay, and what patience and punishing mistakes means. I hope you found this guide somewhat helpful, maybe even entertaining. If you did, leave a like, leave a sub, and I hear you in the next one.